almost everything I'm about to show you comes from this man over here, Gerald, right? There's a couple of tweaks and things I've been playing around with, but basically it comes from him. What we're going to look at is an entry into, stand up quickly, an entry into this position here. Come on in. The single leg X, right? And another thing, a variation of that we can look at as well, we maybe won't get into it today, is Gerald's foot on the inside of the thigh here, which he calls it's called the Curu Curu, right, Jenna? Yeah. Either way, either of these positions is decent and has advantages and disadvantages, but getting here is the key. Getting this arm wrapped around this leg, I've realized, is extremely, extremely powerful, right? Gerald calls this the low X as opposed to the high X here. I think this one is far superior, and you're going to see why in a second. So we're going to look at some entries into this position, and then we're going to look at some counters to what he does when he defends it. So, kneel down, please. Guys, everyone knows what this position is called, right, that he's in now? Yes? No? What's it called? Combat base. And this is a very commonly encountered scenario when we fight, especially when we're on the ground. The guy will go into the combat base. It's a good position for him because it's got a good balance of stability and mobility. So I'm going to counter this combat base by, if I'm in a seated position, I'm going to switch so that my opposite knee is up. The knee that he has up, my opposite one is up as well. See that? He's got this knee up, I've got this knee up. I'm kind of like in combat base, but just sitting down instead. In fact, I could even start it from here. I could start from here and just switch down, and then I'm ready. Okay, you guys got that? Yes, no, maybe? Yes, Sarah? No. So from here, what I'm looking to do is take a cross collar grip. It's the same arm. This knee's up, this arm is the cross collar arm. The other one's for stability. This leg is going to be primed to hook on the inside like a butterfly hook. And then this leg is going to shoot through that gap. See, there's a gap over here. That leg is going to shoot through that gap. You know what I think about, guys? It's like a hurdler running on the track, and he hurdles over. They kind of do this weird movement. It looks kind of like that when they jump over, right? And I call this the hurdle, right? That's what we're going to be doing, this movement here. That. See that? Now, what's the detail? As I do that, this knee is going to whack Mark right in the sternum, and that's going to control the distance. So cross collar, hurdle through, bam, hit him in the sternum, and then I get under him here. So it almost looks like I've pulled mounts, right? It's almost like he's in the mount position, like he's on top. The only thing stopping that is this knee. So as I get here, I take control of this leg by wrapping my arm around. And once you get here, you have major control of your opponent. This is why I love this position. It's because once you have the leg, anything he does from here, we're going to have a way to deal with it. If Mark comes all the way into mount even, push the knee down, doesn't matter. I'm still safe as long as I've got this leg. All right, so that's what we're going to do now. Your buddy's going to go into the combat base. You can both start in combat base. And then what I'm going to do is look at which of his knees is up and switch so that I've mirrored him. Put my butt on the ground, one hook in, cross collar grip, and then what happens next? Tell me. Yeah, the leg that's lying on the ground, it's like it's primed to kick straight. And what do we call that movement, by the way? Anyone? Justin, what's that movement? This one. It's the hurdle. Yeah, I'm going to hurdle through here. As I hurdle through, this knee whacks him, bam, in the chest to control the distance. Bam, there. And now what I'm looking to do is scoot under a little bit and wrap around this leg. Once I've wrapped around this leg, everything else from here is gravy, right? One more time. I could be playing a seated guard. I could be in combat base myself. All I'm looking to do is switch to a seated guard with opposite knee up. See that? Then what comes next? Annika. Before that, close. Get my cross collar grip, yes. Next. Yeah, one detail. Before I shoot the leg, I want my hook climb. Don't do it like this. This is not good to have your leg on the outside. You've got to have your foot on the inside. And then I'm going to hurdle. Bam! Knee hits him in the sternum. And what I've just figured out now is once this leg is through, I can actually pop his leg up a little bit using that knee. Come back. See here, it's quite hard to get my arm around, but if I do that, it's made some space. Yeah? Okay. And this position, guys, as those of you who've been in Gerald's classes know, stand up, please. We're going to go all the way through to here. This position is, to me, I just learned it 2 weeks ago from him. It's one of the best attacking guards there is. Right? So let's practice the hell out of this, guys, and then we'll show you some other moves from there.